Welcome everyone to the Outward 2 playtest. This is actually going to be my very first time playing an Outward game. I've heard a lot of great things about the first one, and I do plan on checking it out probably around the time early access releases for Outward 2, or maybe a little bit after that. I haven't fully decided, but today we're going into the playtest just to get a feel for what they have so far. I know they had one previously at the end of 2025. I didn't get access to that one, but here we are in 2026 with a new one. So with all that said, let's hit new game, get this started, and see what exactly we have here. We'll start solo, and it looks like we have normal and hardcore. Let's go with normal, the only option available. Starting location, Simeon's Bastion, Tramontaine, and Haboo. We're going to Haboo then. Agility, we get +1 and strength -1. Background, Thug, Shipwreck Survivor, Araboran, Refugee, Aberdeen. Ah, okay. Wow, there's actually a decent amount here. I'm going to look at their stats here. Strength, Constitution, Agility, Willpower, Intelligence, Agility and Constitution, Strength and Agility. Willpower and Constitution, and Willpower and Intelligence. Lone Wolf. Or you could go Deadbeat, which makes you... everything's -2. You know what? We're going to go Lone Wolf. I don't know what I would actually choose in the full game, but we're going to start with Lone Wolf here. Trait 1. Chemist, Brute, Crafty, Cowardly, Bookworm, Fleet-footed, Intense, Order, Gourmet, Oaf, and Steadfast. Ooh, so these give you +1 of something and -1 of another. I'm thinking Bookworm, or you know what, Fleetfoot might be good. I'm gonna try to go for a little bit like high agility, because we find a bow and an arrow. I'm going right for that. Let's go Crafty. Agility, -1 strength. Because that way Constitution typically is health or something along those lines. Oh, we have to choose 2 anyways. Alright, well, we're going to go Fleet-footed for the second one then. Your story so far, sealed away for generations and only recently reopened, the city beneath the world teems with magical secrets and ancient mysteries waiting to be unearthed. For you, a simple clerk, it might just be a quiet place to settle down and make a life in your newly acquired home. You felt distant. Oh, I think that's supposed to be all your life. All your life you felt distant from everyone you've met, and your patience for other people has only dwindled. You strive to look after yourself first and foremost, trusting no one unless you have a very good reason to. Tinkering with tidbits to make something new never fails you to bring a light to your eyes. While the other kids eventually stop running around, you learn to run better. Alright, there's our stats and everything. A lot of agility. Then Lone Wolf gives me strength and intelligence. Appearance. Okay. We got a few starting presets here. Different types. Go with that. Keep it basic here. Skin texture. A little bit more tone there. You know, we'll go with this one. Go with E. Skin detail. Body hair bruise. Burn A, dots A. Scars. Alright, so there's a decent amount starting out, at least. We're going to go none there. In detail, so you can choose a second one. Face. Oh man, there's a decent amount here. We'll go with that starting out. Eyes. Left eye color. Just change the green eyes here. Right eye color, same as left eye. Nose. Decent amount. Yeah, whoa. Way more than I was expecting here. Different textures. Detail 1. Go to none here. Bruise, scars. You do the scar right over the eye. Of course you can. Detail 2. Well, that's a big scar. Tattoo and makeup. Wonder if they have any like body tattoos, or if they will down the line. I'm not going to use that one, but it's there. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let me just make sure there was nothing. Skin detail. Yeah, nothing there. Go for hair. How many options do we have? Okay, decent amount. Wow. These are all other options too. All right, we'll go through them one by one in a second here. You gotta have a good character customizer or creation these days. We're gonna go with some probably basic hair. Yeah, I think we'll just go with this. You know what? Let's go with that. Or we could go. This looks like the Nathan Drake. You know what? Sure. Air add-ons. Oh, you can add. Huh. Hair color. Go with like. Sure, we'll go with black hair. That works. Hair tip. Facial hair. Is there a facial hair add-on? No. So it's only one and done. Or can you choose two? You cannot. There's no like full beard. Like I feel like you should be able to combine this with that. Unless if I'm missing something. Like selecting two of these, like this guy and this guy, I think would be good. But this by itself or this by itself, no thank you. I guess the closest one would be the goatee. Yeah, there's no full beards anywhere. Okay, well, we'll go with this one for now. Eyebrows, we'll leave that as is. Leave that too. Identity. Oh. There we go. Let us begin. Outward 2. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. I was hoping to eventually get to try this out.
The city under the world, hidden and lost in the aftermath of the Scourge, felt more like a concept than a reality. If someone had told me 60 years ago that I would call Haboo my home, I would have raised an eyebrow. For over a century, the birthplace of the Cabal of Wind was closed off. So, when the path to Bellowgale was cleared, I couldn't resist its invitation. I needed a new beginning, a separation from two turbulent lives in a row. But turbulence awaits here, just like anywhere else. Most yearn for nothing more than tranquility, Work hard, buy a home, stay within the walls. Let the curious cats venture outside. But curiosity can be kindled when you get a taste of danger.
And here we are. Okay, so we got like a narrator, or that might be my own voice. Pick up an old lantern. Found a recipe. Crafting station. The one thing with Outward that always had me I was always a little bit confused on what type of game it exactly was. Like, I know it's an RPG. I know it's also a survival, like an action RPG. But I never got to experience it myself, so. We got some food to make here. I was always wondering whether or not it had like a storyline to it. Just gonna continuously pick everything out that we can find. So this is my equipment. That's everything that was in the sack there. Oh, we can equip the sack. Okay. Now, with these scrolls, am I able to use them? Ah, yeah. Crafting recipe. So this is everything in my pockets, and then all the rest of this is in my backpack. Try talking to this person. Sebastian. I suppose congratulations are in order, yes? Owning a house in Haboo is quite the feat. How long have you lived here? A few years. I was lucky enough to get my hands on it when the city gates opened. I had a good time here, lots of moments with people of Haboo. I'm really going to miss them. Why leave then? I must return to Berg for business and take care of my ill mother. After all those years, I can't say it's not bittersweet. Haboo means something to me now, but home will always be Berg to me. I'll take good care of it. I'm sure you will. Now all you need to do is turn it from a house into a home. Thank you for the smooth transition. Of course. So tell me about yourself. I'm curious to know what kind of life will fill these walls once I am gone. I'm not sure yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone needs to have a grand purpose right out the gate. I think life is much more fun when the unexpected finds us. Well, you must be exhausted, but you should pay the Chamberlord a visit if you get the chance. Buying a house comes with a trail of paperwork you might want to attend to sooner rather than later. If you do have energy left, however, you should join me at the tea shop. This calls for a celebration. You're right. I'm going to see the Chamberlord to make sure the paperwork is in order. Of course. Of all things I will miss, Haboo's fondness for paperwork is not among them. Must everything be cataloged and recorded? At any rate, I am heading out to the market. I have faces to see and hands to shake before I leave. If you ever find yourself in Berg, I'd be happy to offer you a drink at the Gold Coin. Ancestors be kind to you, friend. Okay. This house has 2 entrances. One over here and one over there. Who else can we talk to? I guess we don't exactly need our lantern right this second, but that's okay. Let me see if I go into my inventory. Let's put it in my backpack. There we go. Oh, wait. Or there it goes. Spiced tea. It's a cool looking place. Okay, so that just leads back to where we were just at. Try going up here. I don't exactly see any signs for anything. Missing a map for this area? Talk to the Chamberlord, Constantine. Our newest homeowner. I suspect you have come for the deed. It is on my desk. Feel free to grab it. A home to call your own. It's quite something. The perfect occasion to celebrate, I dare say. With the symposium returning from the latest expedition. This certainly will be Haboob's most exciting week in quite some time. Were many people trying to bid on the house? As always, the first name pulled from the lottery lacked the funds. You were the second pick, and the right one it seems. I wish I could offer everyone a chance to have their own home. Sadly, the landscape of the city prevents me from doing so. I strive to be fair to all Gale folks. How often does a house go on sale in Haboo? You've got your hands on the first piece of property on sale in a long while. Sebastian's decision to sell is his own affair. I assume he weighed it with care. Anything else I need to know about the house? No latent defects, if that's what you're wondering. It's about as sturdy as they come. The home is as old as the city itself. Interesting fact, it used to be part of the old Cistern network. Despite Haboob's seclusion, we were able to mend both past and future together. In fact, the old turbine is a remnant of that time. Anything happening around town? As I mentioned, we are expecting the symposium to return any day now. I hope I will be around when they return with the discoveries. Other than that, the Blue Chamber has called for a council in Berg later this year. I look forward to meeting my peers from the other tribes, but I will much rather spend time with my patronage. What exactly is this symposium doing? Not always clear, is it? I guarantee their expeditions have always been fruitful, or at least that is what they report. It would be best to ask them directly. I would personally describe them as Haboob's first archaeologists, but they say that the description might be somewhat restrictive when it comes to the scope of their research. Do you doubt them? Doubt them? Absolutely not. The scourge had our city stagnant for years, holding us all back while the rest of the world kept on moving. Bellowgale remained unscathed during that time, but the security is also what has stifled us. After all, survival is the pivot from which progress stems. The symposium offers balance between safety and the challenge of adventure. Scholars and researchers risking their lives for the betterment of our people, a most noble cause that I am glad to sponsor. Farewell. Must return to my duties. Congratulations again and good luck in settling in. Okay. So the deed is over here on the table somewhere. Or so he said. Or is it on the table in front of him? Definitely has me interested so far. The only thing I can hope for, at least, is voice acting. I don't know if the first one had any, but I recently found a tool that makes me honestly pretty excited that uses pretty good text-to-speech voice acting, or, well, in place of when it's not, if you find a game that doesn't have any. For example, if I ever go back and play Rogue Trader, I'm going to be using that, hopefully. Because my voice would be shot after about 45 minutes of reading nonstop. Alright, I don't know where this thing is, but let me talk to him one more time. Anything else I need to know about the home? I remember you said it was right in front of him. Or maybe it's just not actually there. Or he said it was on his desk. But nothing to grab here. Oh, nice. That's dodge. Yeah, I haven't messed with any of the settings so far. So all that is default. Talk to him one more time. It's on my desk. Feel free to grab it. Okay, yeah, he did say it's on his desk. All right, it must not actually be there. Maybe it opens up some other type of feature that's just not available in the game yet. And it's not right in front of me either. Okay. Well, let's go see what else is out there then. That's my guess, at least. What are they doing? Pick up some wine. Thank you. There's a shovel or a spade. We can use it as a weapon. Gather some clean water or hold to drink water. Ouch, overburden. Oh boy. Gotta move stuff over already. Yeah, I probably should move majority of stuff over to... There we go. Much better. Open my inventory one more time. Let's put this one away. Or you know what? What happens if we put it into Q? Did I drop it? I did. So inventory. I mean, it's so early right now. They don't even have a tutorial yet. So we're learning things on the fly here. There we go. Luckily, most things translate from the wide variety of other games. Pick up a makeshift arrow. Ooh, here we go. Do you wish to learn the ways of the wardens? In the right hand, a ribbon can become a formidable weapon. What's the word around town? I don't get many pupils. It sometimes feels like I'm teaching a dying art. The Gale folk live for mana. Travel just once to the ley line. They will spend the rest of their lives here. A shame the outside world is full of wonders. Pick up the iron shard. We found a bunch of arrows. It is a little bit dark in some areas, which let me take a look at the settings. Maybe I can bump up display brightness just a little bit. Here we go. Let's do 2.5. Yeah, you can see how you can barely see that. But this might look a little bit better. Extra. Let's try bumping these up to high. Potato. You know what? Let's just do high overall. Motion blur, we'll turn that off. Render scale. All right, let's try this now. Yeah, that looks way better. It's crazy what brightness in a game can do. Got a bar, tavern, bazaar. Heard someone became a homeowner today. Have you had the chance to settle in yet? I'd like a drink. Here on the house, pun intended. Thanks. Some sporty, great for mages needing mana. I just use it for the hangovers. Oh, so that's Bellowgale. Let's talk to the guard. Anything I should be careful about out there? Out there? You're not actually thinking about heading out, are you? If you ever go out, bring something for the sandstorms. The blowing sands will strip you down to the bone before you know it. Any friendly places out there? Gurn, the ash giant settlement to the south. I wouldn't say friendly, but they're not hostile. There's also Leyland to the southwest. Even if you're not one for a mana, the Watchers usually let you camp. And the Surfacers, the most polite kind of highway robbery you'll see. Good news is as long as you pay, you can move to La Rescape without a blade through your belly. Anywhere I should avoid? Westward is the old Cabal of Wind's Temple. The inhabitants are a picky bunch. Old cultists that loathe outsiders. I'd steer clear if I was you. The abandoned giant colony to the south is a proper death trap as well. Aside from that, sepulture, thespians, and the occasional trog are only more ways to end up dead or worse. Thanks for the tips. All right, we got another spot up here. The art style here looks pretty cool. So if I go to, let's take a look here. Force stats, combat stats, defense stats. So my equipment are all on the right side. We do have a quiver. Go durability. Ooh, so there's also durability we got to be careful of. And these are crafting items. Quick slots. Calendar. Moon Day 4. Explore Haboo. Enjoy a good night's sleep when you're done exploring. Okay, so we do have a quest. Let's go have a good night's sleep. Let's see where it brings us next. Because we spent a decent amount of time exploring so far. Which, by the way, if you have made it 26 minutes into this video so far and you are enjoying it, leaving likes is the best way to let me know. And subscribing helps a ton too, since I am trying to reach that 50,000 sub goal now. Like I said, at some point this year, I do plan on checking out the first one for my very first playthrough. And then there's a few other survivals we'll be checking out as well. All right, so resting. How does this work? Ambush chance 0. Oh, so you can repair? So you select how many hours you want to sleep, how much you want to repair, and how much you want to guard. I guess we'll sleep until early morning. I'm assuming this is all nighttime and then this is like morning. So let's go right there. 13 hours, that's a lot. Sure. It's our first night. Oh no. Are we gonna get thrown in prison now? It wasn't me. We are. Pick up a bit. Okay, so everything I took is gone. Hello? It wasn't me, I swear. Scourge, what a mess. Good. You are awake. Apologies for the cell, but the circumstances call for measured action. The guard is dead, shot. My men found the smoking pistol in your hands and Sebastian's bloody journal and the victims. Please, tell me you have an explanation. Oh, so that was Sebastian? Oh, I didn't recognize his face. The gun belongs to Sebastian. He was the one who shot it. He planted it on me right before leaving. Sebastian shot the guard? Why? He's never caused trouble before. Why would he start now? Now, the journal that the man was holding was rather cryptic, but we could make out a thing or two. We uncovered a schedule that lines up precisely with the victim's shifts. Sebastian may have been tracking him. However, this was all we could decipher. The rest is still heavily coded. Even the symposium's head scholar was clueless before the symbols we found in it. If there's any hope in the situation, it's decoding the It's in decoding that journal's secrets. If you manage to find Sebastian, then perhaps your redemption lies within the folds of his mind. I don't understand. If the journal is Sebastian's, then why am I in prison? You're in prison because the murder weapon was in your hands. At the moment, all evidence points directly to you. You know the law. Murderers are to be cast outside the walls, and that's if the other guards don't take matters into their own hands. If they want revenge, I don't know if I can stop them. It may sound harsh, but the truth of the matter is, without proof of your innocence, I must act on behalf of Haboo and its citizen. You have to help me out. I certainly do not have to help you out, considering the murder and all, but all I can say is this. Finding Sebastian is what you should focus on right now. It is your only hope. We know he left the city. No one has seen him since. Out there, at least you have a shot at catching him. Your exile begins now, friend. As unfair as it may seem, some would argue that this is better than no chance at all. Oh, man. What happens to my house now? Do I just lose it? For once, Haboo's bureaucracy might play to your advantage. I cannot legally place the house up for sale before 18 days, which means I can return it to you if you exonerate yourself in time. At least let me grab some things from my house first. Unfortunately, it's a crime scene now, and anything of yours that hasn't been seen as evidence is in the chest over there. That will have to be enough. What can you tell me about the journal? Other than I have already told you, not much. I will be keeping it here until we can translate the symbols. It remains useless. But until we find it. Okay. Alright, I'll leave. When can I return? As soon as you find Sebastian or a cipher of some sorts for the journal. If not, let's hope that my investigation leads to the new outcome. I'll do what I need for Haboo in the meantime and pursue our own investigation into the matter. I wish I could do more for you, but I serve order. Before you go, there. Use this sandstorm gear. It will protect you from the outside the city. I care for all who live in the city and even those I must exile. It brings me no joy to do this. Trust me. Now go. May the ancestors bless your journey. We got a hood now. Put that on. Oh. Oh. An ice pick. That's all my equipment that I had. Okay. So we have some stuff. Hey. We've got some items. At least. I'll leave the shovel. The spade. For now. We don't have a backpack or anything, though. Fortunately. A life potion. And take a look at my journal now. Find a way to escape. Pick up an old lantern. Tattered tunic. 12. Oh, this is better armor. Endurance potion. Flint and steel. Oh, hold on now. It's actually called flint and steel. We'll use that one. So what is better protection? This is 12 and quiet. This is... Oh yeah, the tattered tunic is way better. 20. What happens if I go this way? Do we have any option to save? Okay, so we can't go that route at all. All right. I see. Mining tools required. Oh, there's a pickaxe right here. You know what? Sure. Ouch, overburden. Bandage. So that's my health. That's my stamina. I guess that's my temperature. So I'm a little hot right now. I could drop this. Keep the silver too. Can I still move while being overburdened? I can. I just can't pick anything new up. All right, well, down we go. Yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. I like where this is headed. I mean, if the first game is very similar to this, I think I'll have a good time with that as well. Now, we haven't tested out the combat or anything yet, but I'm not expecting anything too crazy since we are in the alpha stage for the playtest. It looks pretty. Got some star fruit. What is that? Got him. All right, my health took a little bit of a hit there. We'll drink that life potion. Whoa. This is way more damage than this thing. Move this to quick slot. Oh, so I can put that in my offhand and then something else in my main hand. Move this to right there. Go main hand. Okay, I like that. So you have Q, E, and R. I can't exit. There we go. So that's a heavy attack. Is it middle mouse? Yeah, middle mouse button is my block. Guessing that's all light attacks. Or is it still the same? That is a big fella right there. Oh, I'm still overburdened. That's why I'm walking so slow. Yeah, all right. You know, we're going to drop some stuff. Then I'm gonna drop this and iron shards. It probably weighs a lot, and at least until we get a backpack. Even this thing is so heavy. Oh, so if I put it away, it instantly makes me overburdened. So we got to keep this out then. Watch over you, stranger. I've seen that look before. Tell me, you're not here by choice, are you? I think I've seen you around the town before. What happened to you? I suppose I've grown to be quite recognizable, haven't I? It's a long story, but you can say this was a gift from Elat. Or rather, a remainder of the naivete of a young woman desperate to prove herself, and the benevolence of the god that chose to save her. So tell me, what brings you to Bellowgale? I was just exiled from Haboo. Exiled, you say? Mercy, what have you done? I was praying for a murder I did not commit. Murder? This is no small accusation. Anyways, to prove your innocence, if that is in fact true. The man who set me up recently left the city. I need to find him. I'm guessing finding him is the key to proving you are blameless. The lad's mercy. And here you are, looking for a needle in a haystack. Bellowgale is vast, but a few settlements could narrow down the search. Looks like you have a long journey ahead of you, and if you are truly innocent, I'd be remiss leaving you to your own devices. I'm looking for a man, pale, skinny, with a goatee, goes by Sebastian. Kind of looks like me. The man who framed you, yes? I'm afraid I have not come across him on the Western Road. That being said, I would doubt they would go far without stopping at least one of the settlements. With recluse activity picking up lately, most people avoid the road when they can. Would I be wrong to assume that time is of the essence in your particular predicament? The longer we talk, the further he can escape. With your foot tapping like that, you're liable to dig a hole where you stand. Here, I won't hold you much longer. But take my old tent. It's got some holes and tears, but it'll serve you well for now. It's also quite easy to get turned around, so let me add a map to that. Whoa! Don't forget to drink clean water. No amount of swords or spells can save you from dehydration. If there's something I can do to make your situation easier, let me know. I could really use more of your advice. Of course, dear. How do I find shelter? I will say you are not without option. I've only returned from the Gleamway on the Windchime Path. If, like me, you have a curious and inquisitive mind, you might find interest in such place. Although it's not without danger, it remains the quickest path in Leyline. Magic is one way to stay alive in this world. It comes at a fair cost, but the balance is yours to control. You can be wise about it, or not. That's up to you. If you want to head either way, either follow the ley line or the wind chime lanterns like this one. All the way east until you find the entrance. Okay. I have no other questions. We can ask a lot here. I wanted to ask about something else. I need help surviving out there. It's never an easy thing asking for help. But I've made my share of mistakes, so perhaps I can help you avoid some of them. Oh, okay. Back to where we were. Alright, farewell. For now. Huh. So I wonder how far this actually goes for the playtest here. Like, are we able to find him, or will we eventually be stopped? I guess we're just going to follow the road for now. Let's see what my objective is in my journal. Survive outside the walls for 1 month or find Sebastian's cipher. Visit the heart of Leyline to the northeast. Optional. So she did give me a map here. We are over encumbered again already, or overburdened. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, does it want me to go? Oh, man. Okay, let me... Is it telling me it wants me to follow this blue trail? All the way over there? I mean, it almost looks like I could go back and go this way. Hold on, let me take a look here. Or is that just part of the map? Because it looks like it goes all the way down here, cuts through here, and then all the way back up to that. But I do see there's a bridge right here and there. Simple tent kit. We gotta drop more stuff. You know what? I'm gonna drop this giant thing for now, and I'd rather just use this. The lantern, sure, we'll hold on to that too. Used for a trap. What weighs the most? Oh, the water skin. Also, the simple tent kit weighs a lot. Yeah, we really got to find a backpack or something. Okay, so visit the heart to the northeast, optional. Well, I guess we're going to try going that way then. We do have agility, so instead of using like a two-handed weapon, I will use this. I wonder, which way are we headed? Wait, that's east. That's north. So am I right here? Oh, that's a pin. Remove pin. I'm pressing T to move pin. Unless if that actually is me. Oh, maybe I'm reading this incorrectly then. Is that where it's telling me to go? Take a look here. Because now I'm wondering, maybe we started right here, but maybe we didn't? Maybe that is me? There's no type of layout here. Or like icon indicator on where exactly we are. Let me see if I can talk to any of the guards. Don't show your mug around for a bit. Other guards might not be so nice. Maybe she can tell me? Like, I mean, she mentioned it. She said follow one of these two paths. So let me just ask her one more time. I have to tell her I was exiled again. It's interesting. I can go through a lot of the same thing. All right. So need help surviving out here. You want to head that way, either follow the ley line or the wind chime lanterns like this one. All right, I'm good. I'm good, lady. Ah, there we go. So there's another one right over here. I guess for now, just continuously follow these. See which one takes me where. Because now we're semi-heading east. That almost looks like where we came from, though. Stamina. Keep on moving here. Like a little camping area over there. Yeah, let's go check this out. I don't know when it's time for me to rest. Uh-oh. What is the jump keybind? It's not space. Inputs. Sprint. Uh-oh. Is there no jump? There's dodge. Maybe there isn't a jump. The cozy camp over here. That. Another lantern. Oh, that looks like that would come down and then you could walk up on there. But it doesn't look like I can right this second. Oh no. Oh, I almost fell again. Alright, let's just try getting to that building. I will casually walk for now. As my stamina regens. Hunger, thirst, sleep. Okay, so we're about halfway. Burden. Oh. Machete. Old hatchet, a torch, some hand wraps. Oh, let me read this one. A vial. Let's take the machete instead. Yeah. Okay, this is towards the east. There's something floating there. A floating bottle? Let me take a look at my icon again. Yeah, so we haven't moved anywhere. Or that hasn't moved anywhere yet. I'm also checking the map for like purple structures or anything that looks like that to try to identify where exactly we are. Oh. There's an entrance over here. Drink rancid water. Oh, sir. Whoa. Hostile. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh. Oh, so you just get knocked out? Oh. Oh. Hold on. Where are we? I was looking for any type of heal or such. Walk it off. Fleeing in the darkness, your foot snags on something that does not let go in time. You feel the crack rather than hear it moments before your face strikes the ground and sends you into a painful oblivion. When you manage to pull yourself back to consciousness, you gingerly feel out the damage. To your relief, it's just a nasty sprain, not a break. Still, it takes almost a full day before you're able to bear the pain of walking again. Oh no, so now we have a sprained ankle. And now we're somewhere completely different. I don't have a single clue on where we are. But I would say that's one of the fun parts of these types of games. I mean, especially coming from of Ash and Steel and recently checking out Gothic for the first time. I almost feel like it does sometime. It can be worse being given a map if there's no indicators on it, at least. Because you don't know what's where yet. I mean, it's helpful having one once you start identifying landmarks and such. But until that point, even with one, you don't know where you're at. It's not going to make any difference. Let me take a look at our quest here. And that's the thing, these wind chimes, they go both ways. So is that... Oh, I see where we are. There is someone over there. Let me try going over to this little camp up there. So maybe it wants me to go that way. Oh yeah, and see the structure right there? There's like a path that leads to it. Go talk to this guy. Looking for something rare? I carry most things other vendors would consider coarse. How are things on the road? Everything for a price, information included. 20 silvers for a tip. I'd really like to know. Here is the most valuable tip. Do not trust a stranger with silver until you've gotten something in return. Really? You're just going to take my money like that? You provided silver. I provided an invaluable life lesson worth every penny. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Well, we are actually going to leave this episode right here. This game has been pretty cool. I mean, again, still pretty early stages. If it allows me to load in and continue, then I will maybe do another part 2. If you want that, leaving those likes or subscribing, leaving a comment too helps to let me know. But either way, at some point, I do want to check out the first one. That'll probably prepare me even more for whenever this game does launch into early access, so on. But for now, that is going to be it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.